to the work we do in the St. Elizabeth division. As I indicated, I was at a function yesterday evening with her. I was at another function earlier this morning with her, and she's again here supporting our conference. And I know she wouldn't be able to stay the entire day, but we're indeed honored to have her here. Reverend Watson, I don't think I recognize her now. Our custos for the parish of St. Elizabeth, the Honorable Mary Rochester, as she comes to the business.
Welcome our acting commissioner and his team, Mr. Kelvin Allen. Well, this is the first time that I'm having being in St. Elizabeth with you at a function, sir. So welcome to St. Elizabeth formally. I want to thank you for the support you have been giving, and I'm sure we'll continue to give our very own Superintendent Minto and his team of hardworking officers. Today, I want to also acknowledge the selfless dedication and courage that has defined the service that each of you bring to this shared mission of enhancing safety and security in our parish. It is my hope that this conference will foster even greater collaboration, innovation, and growth as you seek to leverage the power of people, quality, and technology. Today, as you gather to explore the transformative possibilities in the security landscape, I hope that this conference will foster innovative ideas, strategic collaborations, and a shared vision for a more secure and peaceful Jamaica as you seek to shape the future of security and create a better tomorrow for all of our communities. And as you share knowledge, I hope that best practices and innovative approaches to enhancing public safety and building trust in our communities will emerge. I know, and all people know, that there have been successes right here in our parish. Even today, while you strive for continuous improvement. And it is my hope that you will use all that you did well, very well, as a benchmark to help chart the course for the future. You know, the mantra of the Governor General's, I believe, program says, there is nothing wrong with Jamaica that cannot be, that cannot be fixed by what is right with us. And you are some of who and what is right with Jamaica. And you know, I've often said that securing and maintaining peace is not an event, it is an unending journey. And as we have seen right across our country, it is a journey which gets more challenging every single day. This is a journey which can only be undertaken in close partnership and togetherness between all of us. Security is everybody's business. Together with all our well-thinking citizens, each of us in our individual capacities must join the fight. We all need to join hands and hearts, not tomorrow, not next month, but now. I hope that today's conference will allow you to be several steps ahead of the criminals. Because guess what? They're meeting too, and they're strategizing in order to defeat you and me. So I'm hoping that you will also commit, each of you, to strengthening each other through encouragement, while reaffirming that which is good, and gently helping to change attitudes which are negative and corrosive. Today I charge you to be strong and resilient, not to be daunted by the obstacles but to restore peace and safety to our island home and to save Jamaica from the jaws of crime and violence. May your discussions and collaborations inspire you to work together towards a safer, more just, and equitable society for all. To serve with great pride and dignity within the ambits of all areas of your operations. To be resolute, not as expected, but beyond expectations. May God continue to sustain you all and enable you to stand up for that which is right at all times. God bless you all.
Lord, the newly minted chairman of the Police Federation, I forgot the name already. Good morning to you, madam. Officers, men and women of the Jamaica Constabulary Force in the parish of St. Elizabeth, good morning to you all. And forgive me, my good friend Rev Watson. I acknowledge you, sir. I must first use the opportunity to apologize for His Worship the Mayor, who has another engagement in Kingston. So he must send his apologies and his best wishes for you all. Let me use the opportunity to acknowledge the men and women of this beautiful parish who serve in the JCF. And I want to thank you for your bravery, your commitment and patriotism to our country, Jamaica. You knew from day one when you chose to become police officers that police are not well compensated. But you put that on the back burner and you chose to play a part in the safety and the security of our nation, Jamaica, and for that I must say thank you on behalf of our citizens. It would be remiss of me to come here today and fail to acknowledge the work being done by our Superintendent of Police. We, the citizens of this parish, we see you on the front line, motivating and inspiring the men and women under your command. I want to encourage you and your team to continue to be vigilant in our communities and our town centers as we continue to fight against the monster we call crime and violence. I would like to also commend the team for organizing this conference today, where ideas will be shared. We will express our views, we'll be motivated, and at the end of the day, it is the hope that we will all go into our communities and continue to protect and serve. National security is an integral aspect to the nation's growth and development. Without a transformative security landscape, there will not be an upward mobility in the society. This was supported by the wise words of the Most Honorable Paul Kagame, who said, When I look at the theme, people, quality, and technology, transforming the security landscape, I see that human intuition and decision making are foundational elements of effective security operations, complementing technological advancement to mitigate risks and safeguard individuals, assets, and information. So I encourage everyone to become ambassadors of change for nation security by fostering communication and collaboration in alignment with the men and women of this division. And the Custos mentioned earlier that the criminal elements out there, they too are planning. They are sitting down and they are planning how next they are going to be inventive, how next they are going to come up with ideas to evade law enforcement. And that is one reason why I am a big supporter of technology in fighting crime. And I am happy to hear that we have a commissioner of police who also is technological savvy, right? And that is important in fighting crime. We have to be advanced, right? And I want to say here, and I've said it already, and I will say it whenever time I'm in the presence of other relevant authorities who can make certain decisions. We need more cameras in our communities, in our town spaces. Everywhere these criminals turn, we should be able to be tracking them. That is very important. And we need to start thinking about drones, operating drones, where criminals, no matter where they are, if it is a location where it is difficult for the police to go there, we should be able to send drones there, looking at them, finding them, and putting them where they belong. So crime fighting is a serious business. The security of Jamaicans is serious business. And I just want to use the opportunity this morning to encourage you here to continue the fight. I know a lot of times you feel down, you feel out, you feel like you want to give up. But just remember why you chose this profession in the first place.
And so at this time, I'm going to invite Sergeant Ali McBee, chairman of the Jamaica Police Federation, to come. Right after her, we will take an item from Sergeant Prairie, and then the ACP should be here by then. Would you put your hands together and help me to make the work?
You know, I would go through all that recognition, but super may be permitted to acknowledge and adopt the protocol that was already been established, the fact that the NTA will just have SSP lower. But I must greet each and every person here. I know we have recognized members of the media, and it's not a virtual thing, so I will say good morning to everyone. But before I start, any good leader cannot be a good leader if you don't recognize your team. So of course I have to ask each person to stand as I call your name, because you must be familiar with the faces that represent you at the Jamaica Police Federation. Our General Secretary, Sergeant Lloyd Duncan, can you stand and be acknowledged? The Federation, we work across the length and breadth of Jamaica, and we need to cover everything welfare related. I just want to commend, I want to call it SSP Minto, you know, sir, I might get in trouble, but I want to commend Mr. Coleridge Minto, Superintendent of Police. Are you sure you want to give me 2 mics? Yes. All right, it's kind of hard to handle. Are you going to stand and hold both?